From extreme temperatures to toxic atmospheres and strange terrain, these planets have it all when it comes to being deadly. There are some places in space that we would never want to visit, so join us today for the top 10 deadliest planets you'd never want to visit. Number 10. WASP 33b. This planet is located 450 light-years from Earth. Its year is almost 11 days long. How is that possible? It orbits 2 suns. The planet is twice the size of Jupiter and has an extremely hot surface temperature of 2,200 degrees Celsius. That's as hot as 3,992 degrees Fahrenheit. If that's not enough to keep you away, this gas giant also has a very dense atmosphere, which would make it impossible to breathe if you were ever to set foot there. The pressure on this planet is so high that it can crush a person with ease. And since there's no solid ground on this planet, you'd be walking on clouds. But if you could somehow manage to survive all of that, you wouldn't be able to survive the radiation. WASP 33b is bombarded by cosmic rays, which kill off any living thing that gets too close. No. 9. HD 189733b. This planet is known for its extreme weather conditions. It has a very thick atmosphere that traps heat very well. This makes the average surface temperature around 95 degrees Celsius, or 203 degrees Fahrenheit. It's more than twice the temperature on Earth. But it gets worse. HD 189733b also has extremely high levels of sulfur in its atmosphere. Sulfur is a very poisonous gas that can cause respiratory problems and even death. If you were to take a breath on this planet, it would be like inhaling a large amount of sulfuric acid. Not only that, but the planet's atmosphere is also full of iron and magnesium vapor. These elements form a thick haze that blocks out the sun. Day and night are each 11 days long on this planet, so you'd get 11 days of daylight followed by 11 days of darkness. And let's not forget about the rain. On this planet, it rains glass sideways at 9 kilometers per hour, or 5.6 miles per hour. It's always windy on this planet as well. The winds reach speeds of up to 18,000 kilometers per hour, or 11,180 miles per hour. That's faster than most hurricanes on Earth. All of this makes HD 189733 be one of the most inhospitable planets in the universe. Number 8. Kepler 78b. If you don't like extreme temperatures, then you won't like this planet. Its year is just 8 days long, which means that its surface temperature can reach as high as 700 degrees Celsius or 1292 degrees Fahrenheit during the day, and it drops to negative 700 degrees Celsius or 1292 degrees Fahrenheit at night. That's a difference of 1,400 degrees. The atmosphere of this planet is extremely thin, which means that it offers no protection from the sun's harmful radiation. In addition, the gravity on Kepler 78b is 6 times greater than the Earth's gravity. This would make it very difficult for astronauts to move around on the planet's surface. With all of these dangers in mind, it's safe to say that Kepler 78b is one of the last places you'd want to visit in the universe. Number 7. Beta Pictoris b. This planet is one of the youngest exoplanets ever discovered. It's estimated to be around 12 million years old. For comparison, the Earth is about 4 billion years old. This means that Beta Pictoris b is still in the process of forming, and it has a lot of volatile elements on its surface. For example, there are volcanoes that are constantly erupting on the planet, spewing lava and ash into the atmosphere. In addition, Beta Pictoris b is often hit by meteorites. This is because the planet's gravity is not strong enough to hold on to its atmosphere, so it's constantly being bombarded by space debris. The surface of this planet is also very dangerous. It's covered in sharp rocks and metal shards that are left over from the planet's formation. There's also a lot of toxic gases on Beta Pictoris b, such as hydrogen sulfide and ammonia. These gases are poisonous to humans and would kill us very quickly if we breathed them in. The planet is also very dark. Even though it's orbiting a star that's similar to our Sun, Beta Pictoris b is shrouded in a thick dust cloud that blocks out the light. This makes the planet's surface very slippery, and it's hard to move around on it. 6. Extreme temperatures. Gamma ray. This planet receives a huge amount of gamma rays from its star, which makes the surface extremely hot. The temperature on this planet can reach 4,000 degrees Celsius or 7,232 degrees Fahrenheit. That's hot enough to melt lead. The atmosphere of this planet is also very dangerous. It's full of ionized gas, which can kill living things very quickly. Gamma ray is also a very violent place. There are huge storms that rage across the planet's surface, and they can last for months. These storms are powerful enough to destroy entire cities in a matter of minutes. The gravity on gamma ray is also very strong. It's 3 times greater than the Earth's gravity. This makes it very difficult for spacecraft to land on the planet. In fact, only one spacecraft has ever landed on gamma ray, and it was destroyed by the gravity. Number 5. Gliese 581 grams. This planet is located in the habitable zone of its star. This means that the planet could have liquid water on its surface. However, that's the only thing that's potentially good about this planet. Gliese 581 grams is a tidally locked planet, which means that one side of the planet faces its star at all times. This makes the day side of the planet extremely hot, while the night side is extremely cold. The temperature on the day side can reach 27 degrees Celsius or 80 degrees Fahrenheit. On the other hand, the night side is a frigid negative 27 degrees Celsius or 18 degrees Fahrenheit. The atmosphere on Gliese 581 grams is also very poisonous. It's full of carbon dioxide and methane, which are both toxic to humans. In addition, the planet has a very thick atmosphere, which means that there's a lot of pressure. The atmospheric pressure on Gliese 581 grams is around 40 times greater than the Earth's atmospheric pressure. This would make it very difficult for astronauts to breathe on the planet's surface. Despite all of these dangers, Gliese 581 grams is still considered to be a potentially habitable planet. This is because there may be areas on the planet where the temperature and atmospheric pressure are just right for humans to survive. However, until we actually explore the planet, we won't know for sure. Number 4. Hot swamps. This planet has a very thick atmosphere that traps heat very well. This makes the average surface temperature around 60 degrees Celsius or 140 degrees Fahrenheit. The atmosphere of this planet is also very poisonous. It's full of sulfur and other toxic gases that can kill humans very quickly. But perhaps the most dangerous thing about this planet is its terrain. The surface of this planet is covered in hot swamps that are full of dangerous creatures. These creatures are unlike anything we've ever seen before, and they're perfectly adapted to survive in the harsh environment of this planet. They're also very aggressive and will attack anything that enters their territory. 3. A rocky start. This planet is located in the Alpha Centauri system, which is the closest neighboring star system to our own. The planet is about 4 times the size of Earth and has a very strong gravitational pull. This makes it very difficult for spacecraft to approach the planet. In addition, a rocky start has a very thick atmosphere that makes landing on the planet's surface almost impossible. The atmosphere is also very poisonous and contains high levels of carbon dioxide and methane. Despite all of these dangers, several spacecraft have attempted to land on a rocky start. However, none of them have ever been successful. Most of the spacecraft that have tried to land on this planet have been crushed by the atmospheric pressure or poisoned by the atmosphere. 2. Intense radiation. This planet is located in the constellation of Cancer and is about 5 times the size of Jupiter. It has a very dense atmosphere that makes it impossible for light to reach the surface. The atmosphere is also very poisonous and contains high levels of hydrogen sulfide and ammonia. In addition, this planet has a very strong magnetic field that creates intense radiation belts. These radiation belts are deadly to humans and would kill us very quickly if we entered them. Despite all of these dangers, several spacecraft have explored this planet. However, none of them have ever been able to land on the planet's surface. The spacecraft that have come close to the surface have been destroyed by the intense radiation. 1. Extreme cold. This planet is located in the constellation of Taurus and is about 7 times the size of Earth. It has a very thin atmosphere that allows most of the sunlight to pass through. This makes the average surface temperature around negative 170 degrees Celsius or negative 274 degrees Fahrenheit. The atmosphere is also very dry, and there's no liquid water on the planet's surface. In addition, this planet has very little gravity. The gravitational pull on this planet's surface is only about 1/3 of the Earth's gravity. This would make it very difficult for astronauts to stay on the planet's surface. Despite all of these dangers, several spacecraft have explored this planet. However, none of them have ever been able to land on the planet's surface. The spacecraft that have landed on this planet have been frozen solid by the extreme cold. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more videos like this one. We've covered 10 of the most deadliest planets that you'd never want to visit. But what do you think? Do you know of any other planets that should have made the list? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching.